want you to know something. This is something that I had to realize for myself. The art of forgiveness is not for nobody else but you. Holding anger in your heart and in your mind, you are not in control. Nothing about it is meant for you to be in control. But the second that you let go, the second that you forgive, the second that you let things work out for your good, everything changes. That means that you cannot remain the same. When things have gone wrong and not working out the way you think that they should, it's important to let go. And yeah, that's easy to say, but hard to do at times. It always will be. But guess what? Nothing in life really is that easy. As for me, I went through a challenge where I was in a place where I was completely fed up, had no trust for other individuals, had no trust in the workplace to trust them to take care of my needs, take care of my wants, take care of everything that I need to get taken care of, feeling like I have complete, utter love, respect, forgiveness. I can trust them with everything. Trust them that they said that they're going to pay me. Trust them to say that they're going to do what's right for me. And everything that I believed in, everything that I had in front of me didn't work out. Everything that I thought would work for me didn't work out. I got to a barrier where there was stuff that was owed to me, and it was not given, and it was putting me in a place where I had to constantly ask and ask and ask and ask. And then I had to let it go. I kept having to pray to motivate myself because I kept feeling like that I was being used and abused like I was the year before. I felt so much anger because everything that I thought that was going to be for me, my good, everything that I thought that was going to be trustworthy was not. And it got to a point where I was so angry and frustrated that I did not want to be there no more. And then I realized that I'm putting myself in the forefront of it all instead of letting it go. The more I forgave, the more I began to grow. The more I forgave, I understood that it may not work out the way I want it, but it'll work out the way it should. I had to pray and let it go, because in the middle of that, I start to feel like the story in the Bible that when it talks about a man that owed a large sum of debt to the king, but instead of the king being upset, he chose to forgive and let go of his debts. But that same man went into the street and did not forgive somebody else for a lesser amount. In life, God forgives so much and does so much for us and puts so much in front of us to the point that you don't have nothing to worry about. You will lack nothing. But I couldn't forgive that small amount. I had so much frustration because of that and because of the other things that are there. I had to let God take care of it and let go of it. The art of forgiveness is so that you don't feel anger and pain. Even Michael John White said it, an angry mind is a narrow mind. When you're angry and you're frustrated, you're not in control of yourself. You will do things that you ought not do. You will say things that you ought not say. When you let go, you will gain all that you need. And it's easier said than done. But you have to. You must forgive. This message I had to make because this was what was in my heart. If you never let go of things, you will never grow. If you never take time with things, you will never get what you need. God will put you in a situation where it may seem hard, but you can bear it. It's a lesson in the middle of it all that you're supposed to learn. Learn your lesson. Learn what God has for you. Learn what it's supposed to be like and how you're supposed to grow. Because in the end, when you grow from those things, you won't repeat the same actions. Now, as for me, the things I've been dealing with, the positions that I was in, I didn't want to be angry. I didn't want to be in a position where I could not have my self-peace, my governance, my devotion. I was angry for years when I was younger because my biological dad wasn't doing his part. I was angry for years for that as a younger child. And I remember how it felt being angry and doing things, knowing dang well that if I was not in that place, that I wouldn't do. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't produce. Anger, frustration, it's a hell of a drug. But forgiveness and letting go of it all is powerful than anything. See, in the Bible, it says that God forgives us 7 times 7 times 7. So no matter what you do, He forgives that. When you stepped out of your marriage and you went back to make it right, God forgave that. All the sins that you already have done, God forgave that. When you was a womanizer, God forgave that. When some of you women were out there in the street and stepping out on your marriage, God forgave that. When you hurt somebody's feelings, God forgave that. Everything God has given you forgiveness. But with that forgiveness, that means you got to return the favor and forgive and let go. What you don't want is for God to say that I never knew you. I forgave all this for you, but you couldn't forgive this one thing. Everything else in the life that you live is small. But God gave it all to you. So right here, right now, I don't care what's going on, let go and forgive. And with that, you must make God your Lord and your Master. With you confessing with thy mouth and believing in thy heart, and you shall be saved, knowing that that is the criteria of it all, you will gain everything. But it starts with you looking in the mirror, looking at self, looking at what you haven't let go of, and being willing to follow God. Today, I don't know your life, but I know mine. I know my families. I know my daughters. With their life, oh yeah, we're going to do what's right. Best believe that. We may fall short, we may do wrong, but we're going to do right. But with this, guess what? Forgiveness is everything. Now it's up to you to do what you got to do. To let go and forgive, or hold on to some mess that's not even going to work out. Them people not even thinking about you that you mad at. They sleeping good at night. But you not. Because once again, the angry mind is a narrow mind, and you holding on to the negativity that's not giving you no power. It's not giving you no joy. All it's giving you is pain and agony. Forgive. Let go. Let God. I love you. This is just the beginning.